It's Marie from Still Dreaming Homestead. Glad to be back with you again tonight. I'm going to be telling a story that can be found in the Holy Bible. So, last time we had a Bible study, 2 days ago. I told about Elijah and Elisha and the miracle when Elisha saw Elijah, boy, those names are close, go up in a chariot of fire with horses of fire as he was going to go to God. Well, I want to tell another story. It's another miracle story because there's so many miracles that happen in the Bible and in our lives if we really think about it. So this time, now Elisha is the main prophet now. And they had a school of prophets back then I was telling you about. And I'm going to tell you the story now. It's from 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. Now, the wife of one of the sons of the prophets cried to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead. He's died. And now the creditors, the people that we owe money to, have come and they said, we want the money now." And Elisha, "I don't have the money. So they're going to take my sons and make them into slaves to pay off for the debt." Now that's something that used to be done in that land and many other lands. If you couldn't pay a debt, they could take you or your children and make them work for them, maybe even forever, but at least till the debt was paid, which who knows how long that would be. And of course, a mother would never want that to happen. And so Elisha said to her, "What do you want me to do?" And then he said something else. He didn't even wait for an answer. He said, "What do you have in your house?" And she said, "Our house is empty except there's a little oil in a jar." He said to her, Elisha said to the widow, he said, "All right, you and your sons gather all the jars you can, every type of vessel, pot or pan, anything, not just that you have in your own house, but go to your neighbors. Get as many of them as you can, and then shut yourself in the house with your sons." So she said, "Okay, I'll do that." So her and her sons went and got every jar, pot or pan that they could borrow, and they put it in the house. And after they shut the door, Elisha told them, "You begin pouring from your jar of oil into these containers." And as she did, I'm going to pretend like this is one. As she began pouring the oil into the container, that container began to fill with the oil. It filled all the way to the top, and she called to her son. She said, "Quick, bring another one." And they brought another, this time maybe a jar. And they poured, and the oil just kept coming and coming the whole time. So she kept saying, "Bring another one, bring another one." And they brought every pot and pan, anything that they could find in their whole house. And that jar, that little jar of oil, just kept pouring out. Finally, she said, "Well, I need one more." And her sons told her, "We don't have any more in the house." And at that point, her jar stopped flowing with oil. So she had so much oil. So she went and she found the prophet Elisha, and she told him all about it. And this is what he told her. He said, okay, now you go to the market and you sell all the oil. It will be enough to pay off that creditor so that he can't take your children as slaves because you have paid him off. And besides that, there'll be money left over for you and your sons to live on so that you won't be without money. And that's exactly what she did. It was a real miracle. You know, I've had times when I have been short on money and I did not know how I was ever going to make it. Maybe I needed to buy groceries, or maybe a piece of clothing for one of my children. And the Lord, when I went, he always has blessed me. And I would get a super good buy so that my money would go farther than it seemed like it should have been able to. Well, I love the story of this miracle. There are so many of them, like I said. Later this month, we are going to be reading about the miracle when Jesus came to this earth. Not quite yet, though, but it's something to look forward to. Well, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I want to pray blessings on you and yours in your house, out of your house, in the day and in the night. And whatever you do, keep dreaming. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please press the subscription button and give me a thumbs up if you like this type of video. I'm glad I could share them with you. All right. Good night. God bless you.